Federal Hospital this week, and it was amazing, or would I say it was appalling, to know that the doctors actually saying that the increment that was announced by federal government, was it 2 years ago, and still now that increment has not been effected for the doctors, and the fact that their taxes for the old salary they earn has been implemented. So you're taxing the old salary with new taxes, and you've not increased the salaries, and you're still owing them backlog of wages and promises since 2013. And you still want these doctors to go to work, and you have even threatened that you're going to sack the ones who are not working and bring in new ones. Let's not forget, he also promised to give doctors to some countries when he traveled the last time last year. He was going to send them doctors and so on and so forth. More doctors are leaving the country. Experts are leaving the country and so on and so forth. But let's talk about the ADC. All of this would have been a good instrument to nip the APC's government that they're not doing enough. But we're only seeing the ADC looking like they are so comfortable. They are not really doing the work of the opposition. Is it that? I don't know. Is it that there's something the APC is actually doing that making the opposition already looking like they are giving up, they are not putting up a strong fight for the 2027 elections?
Well, the box is up with Nigerians. It's for us to decide, do we want a continuation of the death and destruction we've been having in the past 10 years under these APC structures? Or do we want to begin to blame the opposition, political parties? Like I'm hearing now, they're not saying what they should say. They're not. Do they need to say anything? Don't we leave it? Don't we leave these realities? Like you just mentioned that the issue of the doctors. But Nigerians do not realize that most public hospitals are grounded. They're only doing skeletal services for the past 3 months.
Yeah.
Because JOHESU, which is the union of most medical workers, like the clinicians and all that stuff, they are on strike for the past 2 months. This government has not paid them. And the government is signing a $9 million public relations gambit with an American outfit. That $9 million is over 13.5 billion naira. 13.5 billion naira. That would have settled the issues with JOHESU, and they'll come back to work. So we don't begin to look for faults in what the opposition political parties are doing, but we must decide that these characters in the APC will not last a day longer. And then we begin to look for a platform that will ensure that that deal is done. And when you begin to say what has he done say that is wrong? I had one of the guests in the studio talk about why was he talking about the health pact with the US? It is justified. Because when you look at that health pact, it does not in any way advance Nigeria's interest. Rather, it collects data from Nigeria and sent to the US. It's like saying Mr. Tinubu signed a tax pact with France. So because once it's signed with a foreign government, then it's good for Nigeria. No, it's not good for Nigeria. And if we had a government in place, that government will not dare to sign some of these things that the Bola Tinubu regime is signing. But they have to sign it because they know that they need to get close to the West in any way they can. That's why whatsoever that is brought to this regime of Bola Tinubu to sign, it will sign, even at the detriment of Nigeria's interest. So the reality is this: Nigerians, not even the opposition political parties, Nigerians must have a benchmark that enough is enough, that these characters must be shown the exit at the earliest opportune time, which maybe before if possible, before the next elections, but most likely by the next elections, they should be kicked out of office. Otherwise, we are faced with a very dark prospect. I mean, when I say dark prospect, look at all indices of development. Nigeria is retarded. Nigeria is getting backwards. Is it in terms of foreign direct investment? Most corporate bodies are leaving the country in droves. Most foreign corporate bodies are leaving Nigeria. Is it in terms of even traveling outside for Nigeria? Nigeria is now being hampered by virtually all countries in the world. Our visa, our passports have become like trash. So what will we wait for to decide that we must kick out these APC characters? I mean, let us not delve into what the ADC is doing, the African Democratic Congress, because they are doing their best in the position of where the government is ready to do all kinds of things, jailing, even incarcerating opposition party members, using the judiciary. I mean, the APC is doing everything it can to scuttle the opposition. But Nigerians must align with whoever can remove these characters from office, otherwise we are done. We are in a big mess. Thank you.
We're done, okay?
Yes, I want to also look at another situation, Barrister Eze Eluchie. The ADC is saying right now it would be a colossal mistake for Nigerians to re-elect the APC in 2027. They are basically saying that it's almost like we're back to 2015 where it was anything but Jonathan. Now it's anything but Tinubu. Are we not going to make the same mistake that we made in 2015 with this kind of mindset?
I think what Bolaji Abdullahi of the APC said was very, very correct. If you look at all the various arms of government, look at what the National Assembly has become. It has become a rudderless national disgrace. They pass whatever is brought to them by Mr. President. Look at the judiciary. Under the current tenure, it has become like a rubber stamp for whatsoever that the APC wants. So virtually every part of Nigeria, every facet of Nigeria is being destroyed. Not too long ago, they would have even destroyed the military hierarchy and military structure. When Mr. Tinubu tried to double promote his ADC to the rank of a general, while retaining that, I mean, that would have been a very dangerous digression for our military. Look at it, the police, the military, the judiciary, the National Assembly, everything that the APC under Bola Tinubu is touching is being destroyed. So it is Nigeria's best interest to ensure that this does not continue a day longer. And I think I will align with the APC, ADC, African Democratic Congress spokesperson, that Nigerians do not have to wait until the structure is set for them. We should get involved, we should engage with the process and ensure that never again, enough is enough. If you look further down the road and imagine the horror of this regime continuing a day longer than necessary, my dear, already our naira is becoming worthless, our taxes is becoming incredible, our lives is becoming reduced, our hospital is now becoming like a morgue, like a mortuary. I mean, our schools are no longer even worth sending your children to. What remains? Our sports is collapsing, our infrastructure is decaying, and the same government is trying to stay back in office. Now, I urge Nigerians, don't wait for even the opposition to coalesce. Get involved and ensure that, because what is at stake now is the life of Nigerians. And let us not say, let the courts take care of it, let the judiciary, let the INEC decide. No. When you cast your vote, be there and make sure it counts. Because at the end of the day, it is us, the Nigerians, that will lose out. So we must make sure that the votes count and that whosoever we elect gets to rule. That is how it works everywhere. Thank you.
All right.